Yes, good afternoon. Now, today we will say about what is operating system, and in that operating system, how the Unix and the Linux are using here. The Unix operating system is a set of programs that act as a link between the computer and the user. And the computer programs that allocate the system resources and coordinate all the details of the computer's internals is called the operating system or the kernel. Users communicate with the kernel through a program known as the shell. The shell is a command line interpreter. It translates commands entered by the user and converts them into the language that is understood by the kernel. Unix operating system, it is a powerful operating system initially developed by the Ken Thomas, Dennis Richard at AT and T Bell Laboratories in 1970. In Unix, the file system is a hierarchical structure of the files and directories where users can store and retrieve information using the files. Several people can use a Unix computer at the same time, hence Unix is called the multi-user. The Unix operating system, these are the features of Unix operating system. There is a multitasking command structure, file security and protection, communication, accounting, Unix tools and utilizes, open source and portable and multi-user. These are some applications, programs used in operating system, whereas that mail, FTP and DBMS, these are some application programs, and inside that, there is a hardware, there is a kernel, there is a shell. These are the entire thing of the Unix structure in an operating system. Kernel. The kernel is the heart of the operating system. It interacts with the hardware and most of the tasks like memory management, task scheduling, and file management. Shell. Shell is the utility that processes your request when you type in a command at your terminal. The shell interprets the command and calls the program that you want. Commands and utilities. There are various commands and utilities which you can make use of in your day-to-day activities. Copy, move, etc. are the few examples of commands and utilities. Files and directories. All the data of Unix is organized into files. All files are then organized into directories. These directories are further organized into a tree-like structure called the file system. Next, the main topic is the boot block. When a computer starts running or reboots to get an instance, it needs an initial program to run. This initial program is known as the bootstrap program, and it must initialize all aspects of the system, such as the first initialize the CPU registers, device controllers, main memory, and then starts the operating system. The bootstrap programs finds the operating system kernel on disk to do its job and then loads that kernel into memory. And last, jump into that initial address to begin the operating system execution. Superblock. It is essential file system metadata and it defines the file system type, size, status, and information about other metadata structures. Metadata means a data about the data. Superblocks also stores in configuration of the file system. Some higher level details that is stored in superblock is mentioned below. Blocks in the file system. No number of free blocks in the file system. Inodes per block group. Blocks per block group. Mount time, write time, and file system state. So these are the superblock. What do you mean by inode table? An inode is a data structure in Unix operating system that contains important information pertaining to files within a file system. When a file system is created in Unix, a set of amount of inodes is created as well. Whenever a user or a program needs access to a file, the operating system first searches for an exact unique inode number in a table. It is called an inode table. In fact, the program or the user who needs access to a file reaches the file with the help of the inode number found from the inode table. The next one is a data block. An inode can directly or indirectly reference three kinds of data blocks. All referred blocks must be of the same kind. Totally, there are three types of data blocks. Plain data blocks, symbolic linked data blocks, and directory data blocks. So these are some basic things of Unix or Linux operating system. And the next thing we will see in another video. Thank you.